Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. I'm back, it's been a little while, apologies for the time off. I was expecting to get a video out yesterday, and that turned out to be impossible. As a lot of you know, I was away, no internet whatsoever. I thought I'd have some internet. I thought, 4G would be okay, and turns out it wasn't okay. I was barely getting any signal, let alone internet, so to try and upload something was impossible. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow when I'm home, and I'm gonna make sure I deliver properly. So here I am, and the emotions are exactly the same. We're gonna get into this very quickly because it's been one hell of a weekend, especially for Chelsea and for Tottenham and what went down yesterday, and there are things that need to be said. Today, things need to be said, right? At least from our perspective, because Thomas Tuchel, I can understand if he says too much, he's going to get punished, and I think he's already said enough for him to get punished. So we're going to step in on behalf. That way he doesn't he doesn't have to say anything. If he doesn't have to say anything, then he's cool, he's protected. We'll say everything for him because we know exactly what went down, and I'm about to illustrate it for all of you now. Before we get to that though, just for a little bit of banter, I mean, Man United, what? What happened? 4-0 to Brentford. I have to just put that in there just to make ourselves feel a little better, because 2-2 against Tottenham. I mean, I got the prediction right, but I didn't expect the game to go in that manner. Had I known Chelsea would show up like that, I'd be saying we're going to beat them 3-0. We were exquisite. We were fantastic. Chelsea were, I have to say, I was impressed. I was watching and thinking, this is how I want to see us play. Week in, week out, consistently. But there is still one underlying factor, which we know, and is still there, which is unfortunately, when the ball gets to our attackers, we're not clinical. The defenders still score goals for us, and that needs to change. But apart from that, even in the way that we were playing, our model, the way we were moving the ball, the fluidity, everything was there. The intensity. I mean, I could not ask for more. The only thing I could ask for is from the attackers to bury. Like a Kai Havertz, for example, had a phenomenal game, except the finish. Do you know what I mean? He played class. He played class, but he could not score. And it's always that point. It's that point that didn't help Timo Werner. It's that point that Lukaku didn't even play well, let alone, I'm not going to get to that. Let him do what he's doing. I heard he scored on his first game back. I heard Timo Werner scored on his first game back. Anyway, look, we're going to leave that for another day, yeah? I don't know. I think we're cursed. When it comes to strikers, I actually think there's some African curse on us. Some juju. Or something is on us at this point, surely. Anyway, story for a different day. Chelsea versus Tottenham. 2-2. I'm not going to give you an in-depth, full-fledged match review of the ins and outs of the game. I'm going to go straight to the point. Right? We'll cover the basics in terms of the goals. Koulibaly, what a fantastic hit. What a way to score your first goal for Chelsea Football Club. Cucurella assist as well. I mean, that sums it up. The quality is there. Great ball into the box by Cucurella. Goes onto the edge of the D. Koulibaly, first time hit. He has well and truly replaced Rudiger. The only thing is that I don't think he's as crazy as Rudiger. But on the pitch, he's got everything to replicate Rudiger and possibly go even more beyond. We'll see. But right now, Koulibaly, phenomenal debut, or home debut, great game for us, great goal, wonder volley, 1-0. And then we start getting into the ins and outs, right? Tottenham get their equaliser, and there's a debate already, a massive debate, as to whether the foul beforehand on Kai Havertz should have been a foul instead of all the way leading up to the goal. Some are saying it was a minute after, and that Chelsea did actually end up in possession before the goal. Therefore, they had the chance to rectify and prevent that situation from happening. Some others would say that it's still fairly close. Yeah, even if it was 45 seconds or a minute, that's enough. It should be brought back to the foul, because that led on to the action for the goal. It's a tough one for me on that one. Was it a foul? Absolutely. And that should have been given. 100%. So, in terms of that argument, that's a closed debate. That's a closed argument. It's done. That should have been a foul. Havertz got clamped, right? But when you lead on later and we do win back the ball, then we lose it. So, I hear it. I hear the argument. But later on, this is where fireworks start kicking off between Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte, I have to say, I've lost a lot of respect for. A lot of respect. I understand that, and even from his perspective, I can understand that he doesn't have like Chelsea in his heart, because he took Chelsea to court and won. He took the club to court. He won his case. I mean, I don't think he wants anything to do with us, right? So I understand that. But the mannerisms, the way that he started kicking things off on the touchline yesterday, ridiculous. You want to celebrate an equaliser, go ahead and celebrate. That's all down to you. I know managers wouldn't go ballistic in their box, especially going up against a club that they once used to be with and had a connection with those fans. I know many footballers and managers that wouldn't celebrate, or they'd celebrate, but they wouldn't go as crazy as Antonio Conte did yesterday. And not just going crazy. You want to go crazy, you stay in your box. You stay in your technical area, not a problem at all. But him coming over to Thomas Tuchel to try and give it some large in his face, what are you doing? What are you doing? And Thomas Tuchel yesterday, absolute... I don't have the words. Absolute legend. He's just a legend. He's just a legend at this point. He bleeds blue now. Thomas Tuchel is... I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He was fully up for it. He was fully like, you're trying to mug me off? No problem. Let's do this right now. Let's go. And he just went straight up to him going, stay in your technical area. Stop doing this madness. Conte starting to go crazy. It was similar to what our lad, when Antonio Conte was at Chelsea, done to Jose, to his face, going up to him going, yeah, you don't do that. You just don't do that. Conte done that straight to Tuchel. Tuchel's like, okay, stay in your technical area. Stop coming up to me. They both get a yellow card. Why they both get a yellow card? Okay, cool, fine. You get a yellow card, okay. Then Chelsea get the second goal. Great move, by the way. Reece James, great finish. Laid off from Raheem Sterling. Fantastic tap-in. Goes into the net. 2-1. The bridge goes bonkers. And we're winning the game. Fantastic. Then, leading up to the equaliser, 96 minutes. 96 minutes. Even before that, it's absolutely astonishing. This is where I turn to the referees. Because the goal itself had nothing wrong. It was a great goal. And I have to say something before I get into the mad criticism I'm about to go into. I'm about to rip someone here. I have to say, Tottenham, I have no problem with what Tottenham did yesterday. On the pitch, a couple of their lads were ultra aggressive, but that's Chelsea Tottenham. That's, how many Battle of the Bridges have we had now? Probably on Battle of the Bridge 86. 87 coming next season. It's just the way it is between Chelsea and Tottenham. And I love the way that it's heated. It's a great rivalry. It's fantastic. It's proper intense. So in terms of the way that they were bringing it yesterday, I'm not surprised, especially with Antonio Conte. I'm not surprised. What I have to admire Tottenham for is the way they managed to bounce back twice from each time they went down. Fair play. Especially leading up to the very, very last second of the game. They get that equaliser. Harry Kane gets it into the head, on his head. Great finish. I have nothing wrong with that. But I find it baffling that we now have a new rule in football. I didn't know this existed. Did you? Okay, this new rule... I didn't know it was I didn't know it was allowed. I didn't know it was even a rule. I thought it was something you weren't allowed to do, but turns out now in the world of football, you are allowed to do this. If you see someone with long hair, pull them to the ground and nothing happens to you. I didn't know that. If I had known that, bloody hell, David Luiz would have been finished. David Luiz would have got wrecked. Every single game, everyone would be like, oi, David, get down. Sideshow Bob, get down to the floor. He would have been destroyed. All the long-haired lads would have gone bald. If we knew that this was a rule that was allowed, at least let us know that we are allowed to bring players down by their hair. Why am I saying it's allowed? Because yesterday, not only did Anthony Taylor, the absolute fraud, see that, and yeah, I'm calling him a fraud. You can't fine or ban me, right? I'm not a football manager. You can't do that. So I'll say it on Thomas Tuchel's behalf. Anthony Taylor's a fraud. I'm going to come to him in a sec. But leading up to that issue and that hair pull, Anthony Taylor saw it. Then it goes to VAR. Then they see it. And then nothing's given. And on top of that, I'm not done. This morning, the day after the game, it was reviewed again because of the complaints. And they still gave nothing. So that means one thing. Pulling hair is allowed. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Or am I right or am I right? I'd like to think I'm right and I'm right. Because if you have the actual referee seeing it in front of him and he doesn't do anything, he passes the responsibility onto the VAR because he's got no balls. All of a sudden, the VAR check it. They're meant to be the VAR with all the angles in the world. They probably got more angles than our own eyes at this rate. They are the ones looking at all sorts of angles, and they go, no. That's fine. That's okay. It's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. And then the next morning, they check it again. Nah, when they're not taking any action, it's fine. Not a problem. Okay, cool. That means hair pulling is allowed. It's allowed. So my advice to all the teams from now on, any managers in charge at any level, make sure you scout the team you're about to face and see if there's any lads on their side that have long hair. Because if there is, you've got an advantage. Just pull him down, boom. Just take the ball. Unbelievable. Absolutely unreal. And this leads me on to Anthony Taylor. You guys all remember what I was saying, what you were saying, what all of us were saying after Chelsea-Manchester United. Do you remember? When Harry Maguire was allowed to get away with a headlock. You remember that game? And not just that, because we've had previous encounters with Anthony Taylor. Countless issues with Anthony Taylor. He has a personal vendetta against us at this point. We knew that at the time we faced Man United and Maguire was performing headlocks and he was getting away with it. At that point, after that game, I came on. All the other lads that you guys watch along with myself came on. And all the punditries and all of that, all the Chelsea boys were coming out and saying he shouldn't ref a Chelsea match ever again. If he does, the FA and the Premier League do not know what they're doing. And why do you think we said that? To prevent this. Look at what happened yesterday. He's done it again. Is that enough evidence for all of you at the Premier League and the FA to finally take some flipping action and stop this guy from ref? He should stop reffing. If it was up to me, I'd be sacked. Just simple. If I was the Premier League, I'd say you're not reffing a game again. You are incompetent. You have no... He looked like he just went, you know what, guys, just do what you want. The amount of fouls yesterday were ridiculous. And I have to say on both ends, it was getting heated. And I don't mind that. But if you have no control over the game, you shouldn't be a referee. You shouldn't be there. And then if you're allowing ridiculous issues like the hair pull and the crunching of legs and all of that to go ahead, it's ridiculous. You have no power. You are not a referee at the highest level. You shouldn't be here. Anthony Taylor, we've already said, should never referee a Chelsea match ever again. We've had these issues with him for years. Year after year after year, it's always Anthony Taylor that comes to the bridge and does us over. Is this finally enough evidence for you at the Premier League, at the FA, to finally take some action? If you really want him to keep reffing, cool. Do not allow him to ref another Chelsea match ever again. That's all we ask. We'll ask for any other ref. We do not want Anthony Taylor. Done. The man is a fraud. I don't know what he's got against us. I don't know what... I don't have words. There is no logic to the way that this guy referees a Chelsea game. There's no logic. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. So... Thomas Tuchel yesterday, being asked at the press conference, you're banned to the next game. What do you think about that? Dumb question, but anyway, he's asking it. Thomas Tuchel goes, it's fine. I know I'm going to be banned, but the referee gets to blow his whistle the next game. So, basically saying, I'm not allowed to do my job. He's still allowed to do his. It's absolutely unreal. And for saying that, he's now going to get punished. Wait and see. You best believe the FA are going to take action against Thomas Tuchel. Which leads me to the point of all previous managers. Jose, etc. Everyone campaign against Chelsea. Anthony Taylor's doing this. This referee's doing that. Anyone that says something nowadays about a referee in a negative sense, you get punished. You get punished. Why do you think there was one time where Jose turned around and go, the referee, I thought the referee was fantastic. I thought he was, amazing. But I forgot who that was about. I don't know if it was about Mike Dean, but unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. The amount of blunders some referees have in this country is ridiculous. And Anthony Taylor blatantly against Chelsea Football Club. I don't know what it is. I'd love to know what he has against Chelsea. I'd love to know. And on to Antonio Conte and his antics, because at the end of the game, him and Thomas Tuchel both got sent off. And why? Because they went for a handshake. Conte, doing what he was doing, went in for the handshake, didn't even make eye contact. Blatant, just like, yeah, okay, give me your hand, let's just get this over and done with. They don't mean it. Now, I only found this out this morning. apparently in Germany, and any Germans want to validate this, please let me know in the comments, but apparently in Germany, if you shake hands and you don't look the other person in the eye, it's a sign of big disrespect. It's massive disrespect. We don't really have that here. Here it's a case of, oh, how you doing? You could be looking out the hand. You could be looking over there. How you doing? You right? Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Yeah, you know, you're not really looking in the eye. But if you're just, you know, and you just turn away like Conte did, why do you think Tuchel yanked him back? He found it disrespectful. As soon as he yanked him back, he's doing this to him. Look me in the eye when you shake my hand. Conte showed no respect yesterday whatsoever. And I thought he was better than that. But now it's starting to be a clear indicator as to why Conte seems to have feuds with various managers. And now Thomas Tuchel's latest man on the list. Well, you know, Conte, I thought he was better. But is what it is. He is fully Tottenham now, isn't he? Fully Tottenham. Well, you know, it's his choice. It is what it is. But Antonio Conte, I thought was out of order. I understand bringing some heat to the fixture, not a problem at all. Even the feud between the managers, cool. But there's a certain way of doing it. You know, I don't mind the touchline getting a little bit leery, but to show just disrespect, there's no need. Anyway, it is what it is. Conte can do what he wants. I've lost respect for him as far as I'm concerned. And Thomas Tuchel, I think, is an absolute legend. And I thought he absolutely managed it brilliantly. It's going to be a shame he's not on the touchline next week. I'm not sure if it's a 3-game ban. It could be no. They got booked, didn't they? So it's a 1-game ban. So yeah, they'll miss 1 game, unless if now he gets punished for what he said after the game. We'll wait and see. I think he is going to get punished. We'll see what the damage is. But let me know what you think down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on Anthony Taylor, the referee and the VAR, the decisions, Conte, Tuchel. Let me know down below. The whole thing was an absolute madness. Absolutely insane. And I love it. In terms of the value of it, I love it. But certain aspects of it, the referee, Anthony Taylor, us, the decisions he makes against us, VAR, the way things are reffed, the inconsistency, it's a shambles. It's an absolute shambles. And as I've said, Anthony Taylor should never ref again. But of course he'll keep his job. Of course next week he'll be there. Thomas Tuchel won't. He'll be there. He'll be blowing a whistle for someone. Hopefully it's never us again. And if he is going to referee us again, honestly, we should just boycott a game. At this rate, we need to take action. Like, listen, we are not going ahead with a fixture with Anthony Taylor. Simple. Simple as that. You know, now you want to interrupt the entire scheduling. Cool, but we don't. We just don't want Anthony Taylor. Get another ref, not a problem. Even if he's from the Championship, get another ref, not a problem. We just don't want Anthony Taylor. And I hope now, my and all of your opinion that we said time ago when we had that game against Man United, and even before that, we were raising concerns about Anthony Taylor. I hope they now know why. So, we'll see. Let me know what you think down below. Much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. I'll see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one, people. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Take care. And peace.